16 games in a day.
Street Fighter 6.
Dude, Jeremy did
Could
that
never
yesterday,
be me.
dude.
Could never be my handwriting. I'll tell you that much right now. But it looks like we're getting a heavy-hitting winner's side match here. Tokido sitting down across from Southern California's own Noah the Prodigy. Look at the fans. Tokido, a fan favorite, not just in his home country of Japan, but globally, right? He is, I think, one of the most celebrated fighting game players in the history of our community.
I mean, when people talk about, you know, the greatest of all time, the GOAT of fighting games, not even just of one game, but like overall, I mean, Tokido's on the very short list of players that you want to talk about because this man's success, and you know, you were talking about how like a lot of these players are like they work and then they play Street Fighter, work and they play Street Fighter. I always like to remind people at past Evos before. I remember seeing Tokido and he had like 4 medals around his neck. I'm like, what the heck? He's like Soul Calibur, this is Street Fighter, this is KOF, and I'm like, what the heck? I mean, but he gave that all up to only concentrate on Street Fighter during Street Fighter V because that's how hard it is.
You're exactly right. We were talking about it yesterday, I think it was me and Cola, where there's a lot of like discourse around tournaments nowadays and fighting games in general about like being more susceptible to randomness and whatnot, and it feels bad. But I'm like, you really have to put respect on the level of competition and how far it's come, right? Like people are so much better now. People are able to get better so much quicker now. There's so many more people playing and entering the tournament. Like even somebody like Tokido, who has been at the top of the mountain, top of the game for many, many years, even before what the fighting game community has become, he recognized, right? To keep up with how I want to keep up in Street Fighter, all the other games are going to have to fall by the wayside because that's how much work this requires. That's just the reality of the situation at this point. So big ups to Tokido really understanding that and like taking it upon himself to do what he's done.
Yeah, and it's funny because, you know, you're talking about all these resources that we have, how quickly we can learn these days. I swear, like, I cannot do training modes without a frame meter anymore.
Oh, I know, right?
The frame meter is like the greatest thing in the world. Like, I love that thing. But again, you know, going up against Noah the Prodigy, who has been one of the hot topics here from the U.S. Obviously, you know, he made it in the Street Fighter League. He was an EWC. And he is a, you know, a personality force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing with Noah is that, you know, you mentioned that the original version of metagame where it's talking about the game outside the game, right? And Noah, he has that on lock as well. Like, he'll get into your head, right? He likes to play the mind games both in and out of game. He'll talk his trash. But a lot of the time, he's got that, I don't want to call him humble. Like, I don't want to call him humble. But he understands the skill level of a lot of these other players. And he has respect for them. But he understands that when you're standing across from them on the battlefield, that has to go out the window, right? They're like everybody else.
That's 100% the way that you got to do it, right? I mean, you know, like whenever Kobe wanted to play against Michael Jordan, he respected him, but he wanted to beat him.
Exactly. You have to look at them. You have to balance having that respect for them and then looking at them like a Johnny Donuts, you know?
Yeah, but one of the scary things for me is I remember at EWC, you know, obviously Noah the Prodigy is known for, you know, what drive meter, right? You know?
Exactly.
But Ken is really good at beating that up, and I kind of remember he had a little bit of trouble at EWC against Ken's. But again, I'd have to look at the brackets again. My memory could be fooling me over here.
Well, nonetheless, he's going to have to do a lot of work nowadays, right? Luke definitely received some nerfs. So because of that, it's not as easy to really output what Luke once did. And right now, Tokido going into the crouch to confirm. He's looking for a level 2 finish. I don't know if he did or not.
Yeah, he dropped the Jinrai juggle. Again, the Jinrai juggle's in the corner like that. About 3-frame windows, I think. Oh, what? You just went for the light. Jinrai, okay.
Yeah, the Dragon Lash, like...
oh, yeah, Dragon Lash. Sorry, my bad.
It dodged the crouch medium punch, so that was wild.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. Tokido tried to get the punish on the tap parry. It was just slightly late. I'm honestly surprised Noah was able to attack.
No drive cancel on that crouching medium kick. Surprise right there from Noah. Because, I mean, yeah, it would have burned him out, but obviously Noah doesn't care, so...
And Noah knows, right? He's got one of those fast DPs, so if he sees the Jinrai again, he has OD meter, which he doesn't now. he kind of put that Jinrai to a stop.
Right, but you see right away, Noah the Prodigy, the reason why he works so well in Burnout is because with his loop, he's so good at playing defense. You saw him jump back to get to Sandblast range. But the problem is, Ken's got Dragon Lashes and Jinrais and all this stuff.
Okay, so Tokido is a little bit of a genius because Noah the Prodigy, right, he was teetering on the level 3. And obviously, once Luke has level 3, they like to abuse the heavy flash knuckle.
Yes.
Because if you DI it or do something like that, they can just cancel into the level 3. Literally, the moment Noah the Prodigy got level 3, he went into heavy flash knuckle, and Tokido chased it down with a Dragon Lash. And he counter hit and got the combo off of it. That was ridiculous right there. He knew what Noah was going to look for.
Yeah. And of course, you know, you said Tokido's kind of a genius. I mean, literally, when
That's
he
true,
made it into Tokyo University, they say you can only get in there if you are literally a genius. So.
Yeah, you know, because he's definitely got one of the special minds of our community, 100%.
Oh, those counter hits leading into that stand light kick for Ken. Oh, he's such a, that stand light kick. Oh, do you see the space?
Yeah. The patience on Tokido, but Noah ready for the DI, right? That was impressive in his own right.
But here we go. You're in the corner now, and yeah, you don't have any of that meter left. And so, like I said, Ken is, he's really good at blowing up people in Burnout, especially because of those Jinrais out there. They can just attack you. The light one is 0 on block. So Ken's are willing to just go in there and go for like a 4-frame trade afterwards and stay in your face, you know?
And Ken is some of the best corner carry in the game, right? So if he hits you, he's taking you to the corner, and then you're going to have to guess or just get DI'd if you got nothing in your pocket.
That was a beautiful, perfect parry for Noah. Speaking of corner carry and getting to the corner, Noah has the corner position right now. He drops the combo.
Oh, that's a hard breaker right there. Just
Nerves.
normal missing in action before the flash knuckle.
Yeah, same with that raw overhead, too. I feel like that was a miscue. And now any touch will go into that Jinrai light follow-up into level 3, and the game is over at that point. Oh!